Yo, what's going on, guys? Black Halo here. Pretty recently, a lot of new news has been coming out for League of Legends, so I'm gonna be covering it. A lot of stuff about refunds and bans have been covered in these posts, so I'm gonna cover it right now, like I just previously said. So, yeah. First question is, for a long time, Riot refused to add small features like pinging cooldowns or the snow map, but suddenly it came out last year. What happened? Are you guys trying to make up for dynamic queue? I already know the answer to this question is no, but they just decided to add these features because that's actually better for League of Legends. The community has a lot of good opinions, and they finally realized that they were on the wrong. Why are you increasing bans to 10 in Season 7? This is the main thing that I'm concerned about. Now, basically, the answers are slightly different depending on whether or not you're talking about regular play experience or the pro experience. So this is what a lot of players don't realize. It needs to be oriented towards the pros, man. The pros, I think that solo queue really ain't all that important compared to actual LCS, LCK, stuff like that, because I mean, it's competitive, man. That's how it'll trickle down into the elos. The meta will be decided by what pros do, and in a way, it's not necessarily being copycats, or it's not a bad thing, because they're able to just practice and play the game so much, and that's really what they do for their job. They scrim a lot, and really, a lot of the picks are really just meta dependent. But yeah, it's just towards what's banned and what's not banned, and what's OP and what's not OP. So basically, it's a good idea to have 10 bans in Season 7 because there's just so many champions in the game. There's so many champions that a lot of people would just pick automatically because, hey, that's the OP. Like, a lot of people use the term meta slave a lot of the times for League of Legends players because they always play the same champion over and over. This will help this. So yeah. If you guys want to read this, the link will be in the description below for this post. It's a lot of stuff typed up, really, and it's just a lot of rambling going on, so that's why I think making these videos is a good idea. I love Pentakill, and there's a new album coming. I really don't, whatever, who cares about Pentakill? Well, people do, obviously, but there it is. Why are refunds capped at 3 per account? Would you ever raise the limit? Now, they actually end up saying no, they will not raise the limit, but this is really fucking stupid. Honestly, I think that is retarded that League does not have more replays. We should at least We should at least get one refund each year. Seriously, for the people who have been playing League of Legends for so long, it's not that big of a deal to where if you got one refund, it'd be game changing. It really wouldn't be, especially since you cannot even go that far back into your purchase history. You can only go about 2 months back in the past. Still, it's not even making refunds be like a very game changing event. It's not super OP. It's just, you know, relieving us from a mistake, from using RP, from buying something that we didn't actually want and changing it up in the future. Like, it's literally making us want to play the game more if you include this feature. And honestly, if you think about it, it's the least they can do with matching us up with all of these retarded nerds in solo queue, because all of the ladder has basically been talking about this. And higher elo for people being on their team that really don't deserve to be on their team because of how just the elo system is right now. Even in lower elos, even in my silver games, it's a bunch of people I can easily just stomp for no reason because I got placed too low. Like, it's like I'm smurfing in lower elo. I literally think people would be happier about this, and it could actually promote better vibes in the community. It's better for us, but they don't care about us. But yeah, these guys think that the fucking, yeah, it's gonna be abusive. Like, but yeah, that's just my opinion on it, and that's their opinion on it, so it's not going to happen at this moment. You know, everything is subject to change at Riot HQ, because if enough players think that it's a better idea for something to be done, especially competitive players, it will be. So yeah, there will not be any more refunds, unfortunately. So yeah, another thing that I never actually covered was the previous post that was about the resolutions for the 2017 League of Legends. Alright, so this is a post that I thought was kind of trollish, but I think they're actually like promoting this. So yeah, champ update, we're finally updating Rise. So this is the first troll. Like, they updated Rise like 6 times already. Give Jax a real weapon. He already is OP. He's not super OP though. Retool Singe to better suit the support in game fantasy. I think this is covering when they were talking about that support Singed player. I have no clue. I'm not even sure what this means. Okay. Competitive. Rank 2018. 7 rank queues. 4 clients. Rank Flex is not a bad queue though. I'm not going to trash talk it. I'm assuming that they're going to have a scroll bar here. They're really talking about. I just mixed the actual 5v5 queue. But anyways, yeah, they're actually planning on making 4 clients as well for 2018. That's a whole year in the future. They're already planning for that, but they can barely even sustain their second one they're getting now. Like, the second client is not even that good. Launched global education initiative replacing school grades with solo queue ranked. Now, honestly, it sounds like this is actually what they're trying to do because of how their whole season in review was. It felt like a report card for League of Legends. It's fucking ridiculous, man. This is the stuff RITO is trying to improve on, not matchmaking. Champions, they're attempting to add more true damage. It makes sense, you know. They just patched Syndra or changed her to where she has more true damage. Attempt the first 6 hit passive. Okay, I like this. I like this stuff. They're trying to make a total of 6 new Teemo skins for whatever reason. Well, you already know because Teemo. Start production on SKT World's 2017 and 2018 championship skins. Okay. For the patch notes, let's see what they crossed out. Okay, since they crossed it out, I'm not even gonna go over it. It just says go deeper. Okay, go deeper. I get it. They want to elaborate more on the patch notes. I call it rambling a lot of the time, but you know they do. At least they elaborate. You know, write a literal novel for the next preseason's patch notes. What the hell? Holy. Okay. See how far we can stretch the meaning of at a later time. Oh yeah, I like to do that shit too. Jesus Christ, man. I can't blame him. Cannot blame him for that. Communications, change all red names to Cactupa. Don't understand what that means. Mute the actual cat. Don't. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's just fucking troll. Okay, for the gameplay, this is what I was talking about in a previous video of mine when I was saying they purposely do this shit, and they actually do. Introduce a new item. Nerf champions who are too strong with this item. Remove the item. So it's like they're repeating the cycle, man. Alright, the narrative, what I think they should have done earlier, but I don't think they actually had the resources to do. Now they do it, and I'm happy about this. Announce full retcon of all lore. Champions are now toys, and Summoner's Rift is your imagination. Okay, so they're actually trying to complete the lore here. And it's good because I like this, man. It actually makes the game make more sense for the characters. Reveal the... Oh my god, I don't even want to read this. Maybe this is Tom Kinch, George the Frog's dark and mysterious past, since there's not a lot about Tom Kinch right now. I don't know. Shyvana X Ezreal chapters 1 through 3, so some of Shyvana stuff coming out with Ezreal, so that's pretty cool. Esports clone Faker. Create full teams of Faker to challenge original Faker. SKT wins anyway. Leak letter asking everyone to stop leaking letters. Wow, okay. We'll have an update on Honor as soon as our chat restriction expires for player behavior. Yeah, to me they don't even correctly dish out fucking chat restriction. But yeah, you know RITO. They love to troll, man. They love to do whatever they want. Yeah, whatever. This is a weird ass post, man. But these are their New Year's resolutions, and I'm glad they actually have some. I really do think that 3 refunds aren't enough for one account, especially if you had an account since like 2012, 2013. You only got 3 times the refund, and when you're a noob, you might just waste those things not even knowing or realizing how they work. And that's what a lot of people ended up doing. I did that a little bit as well, but yeah, RITO don't care. Now this is a little bit more about the 10 bans in pro play and how they'll work out for now, or how they're planning to work out. Why more bans? Basically they're explaining what they said in the Ask RITO post in a way. We think that they can increase champion diversity and strategic play. This is true. We believe that offering more bans will encourage deeper champion pools with more individual champions singing the rip. What the fuck? I did not pronounce that right at all, but that's basically, I summed it up already basically. So organized play versus matchmaking considerations. They're thinking about just having this different for solo queue and in a different way for competitive play. So this is basically what is going to be an organized pick slash a ban. But yeah, this is gonna be how the ban phase works. Basically the same how it was before. Alright, so this is how it's gonna be working in organized play. Now the blue team is going to be picking first. This is just basically a basic scenario. So it's kind of like how it used to work before. Blue ban, red ban, blue ban, red ban, and then etc. It just goes on. And after that, they actually end up picking. So the blue team will pick since they banned first, and then the red team will actually get 2 picks, and then another 2 picks for the blue team, and then 1 for the red team. And then this is where it kind of gets interesting. Another ban phase goes on with another 4 champions, and after that, there are 4 more champions being picked in this order. So yeah, it's a little weird, but honestly, it makes sense. I think this is a cool addition for League because it's something different. It's a different way for ban phase to be, or picking ban phase to be altered and changed, and it'll stop a lot of the usual normal OP picks from getting through, like just people spamming Yasuo, spamming Orianna, spamming Malzahar. Obviously, this will change up as the season goes on, but I'm really tired of seeing the same champions over and over and playing against the same garbage OP. Jesus, man, everybody wants to be a meta slave to get free OP. It's really... What about regular game modes or match-made games that use bans? Revised pick slash ban for regular play will come somewhat later in the changes in organized play. We're still assessing what type of pick and ban changes will be made for regular games. So yeah, shifting to 10 bans has a lot of appeal. It definitely does, because it actually gives each player an equal impact in the ban phase from what they're explaining here, and it makes sense. This is like the most sense Riot has made in a while, honestly. So yeah, I do recommend you guys checking out these posts. Links will be in the description below. A lot of comments have been dropped as well for these posts, like saying refunds should be considerable and stuff like that, which they definitely should be, and not just thrown out into the gutter. At least a way to kind of earn them. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this in the description down below. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. I will see you guys next time with a new video, and yeah, peace.